Tinggi sikit, bawah sikit. Sikit, bawah sikit, belakang sikit. Tinggi lagi ke? Okay, sini. Sini ke? Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the kedai ke? My neighbor. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Long Wear Liquid Foundation. Before we begin, let me tell you guys about my skin condition. I have an obviously acne prone skin with a lot of scars and redness and hyperpigmentation and white head, black head, green head, blue head, yellow head, every head all over my face basically. And I have a very oily, greasy face. I will see how this lasts on my face. So let's think that my face is so perfect to test out the coverage of any foundation. Positive thought. I will also test the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine for refining anti-shine base mattifying or long lasting. Panjang! Test priming sekali. So let me just read a little bit about this foundation. Shade before you use. This retails for RM155 and you can get it at any Sephora outlets as well as Urban Decay stores. So without further ado, let's begin. Excuse me, I'm going to get a little bit closer to show you guys my before face. A little bit, not too much. Like that. You see, have and I have a very visible pores around my nose and my cheeks over here. Okay, so I got the shade 4.0. Before I went and bought this foundation, I did my research and I found out that this foundation oxidizes about 1 or 2 shades darker, so I went with the shade 4.0. I was in the shade 5.0 for the Urban Decay Naked Foundation. I'm going to prime on this side of my face. And oh, sorry. I'm going to take this much. So this primer has what is this? Is it a gel? No. It feels wet, pretty liquidy. It feels a little bit tacky when you have blended into your skin. So I think it's gonna be a great base. In terms of pore refining, I don't really see much pore refining happening over here. So yeah. So here's the foundation. I'm going to take 1 pump. Going to pat it sort of my face first. Ooh. So that is one layer. Oh, it's full coverage, alright. I feel like it sets pretty quickly. I look quite ridiculous as this foundation looks way too light for my skin, but it will oxidizes in a bit and matches my skin perfect. Oh, I still have some left and I'm going to apply this side of my skin. Okay. So this side with primer blends a little bit easier than this side. Get that double chin twister. A little bit goes a long way. One pump is all I need for full coverage, I think. Should I build it up a little bit? I'm just going to take it and build up a little bit on my active acne. So this is how it looks. It feels like the foundation has already set on its own. Doesn't feel like a powdery matte, doesn't feel like semi matte either, or satin. I think this is what you call modern matte finish. I do have some dry patches, and the foundation doesn't look like it's clinging on to it. So far it looks great. I'm really loving it, but we'll see how it goes with my oily skin. I'm just going to finish up the rest of my face. I'm just going to go for a simple look. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, sorry, my chair is too low, so I have to sit on a cushion. Just finish the rest of my makeup. Very simple and basic. Wee, param. Oh. Okay, so far I really love how it looks on my skin. It gives a very flawless coverage. It hides all of my scar and redness. It doesn't feel heavy, does not cling to any dry patches. Yeah! It's doing a very great job as of right now. Yeah, to tell you more about my skin. Tak habis lagi sejarah. So I always reach the utmost satisfaction with my foundation at around 2 hours mark after I applied it, because that is when my oil starts to blend well with the foundation, making it look somehow natural. And yeah, you know, orang kata kalau masa sampai ikan bilis untuk nasi lemak tu, bila dah pecah minyak, time tu elok lah sangat lah nak tambah gula ke santan ke serai ke sengkuang. You know what I mean. That is when I think the foundation looks best on my oily skin after 2 hours mark. So we'll see how this looks after 2 hours. And at around 4 to 5 hours mark, my face will start to get very greasy and oily. So I'm just going to go about my day, and I will check with you guys in a few hours. Stay tuned. So I've had this foundation for about 2.5 hours now. I think it's looking pretty great. As I've mentioned before, when it hits 2 hours, my natural oil will start to blend in with the foundation, making it look somehow blended and natural, I guess. I don't know, it's the prime time, peak time. I just got back from running some errand. Just want to show you guys how the foundation looks in natural lighting. Itulah, terima kasih banyak. I'll check in a few hours. I forgot to highlight this. I don't know if you could tell, but the foundation has definitely oxidized and matched my skin as compared to when I first applied it. It looks very light and ghostly. Oh yeah, I will show you guys how the foundation looks in a few hours more. Oh, I forgot to update on the primer. Belah mana? Kiri kanan? Kanan kan? Okay. I don't see any difference between the side with primer or no primer. It looks pretty much the same. This one doesn't look more matte than this one, you know. So I see you guys in a bit. Salam. So I've had this foundation for 4 hours plus now. Yeah, as expected, my face has gotten a little bit oily, especially around my nose, which is like a tourist spot for oiliness. And I do look a little bit glistening, especially around my cheeks. My nose tak payah cakap lah. Yeah, I don't think it looks that bad, because Usually at this point, I will look like I'm drenched with oil. Like I just got out from an oily bathtub. Macam baru jatuh sadung dalam kuali. Kinda oily. Even though I look glistening right now, the foundation doesn't break or separate or kick up on my face just yet, which is a very good news. At first, I thought that I just going to let my face be and see how it looks in a few hours, but who am I kidding? Of course, I'm going to look drenched with oil, so I'm just going to touch up a little bit. Personally, how I like to touch up my face is by dabbing a beauty blender on the oily area so that it can absorb the oil without messing up with the foundation. And then I will tap on powder just a little bit on the area. And that's it. Quick tip for you if you have oily skin. If you want to touch up your face, I would suggest for you to blot your face with a blotting paper or even a tissue or a beauty blender before going in with powder, because if not, if you go with a powder straight away on your oily face, it will kick up your face even more because the powder will mix with the oily part of your face. It's gonna be a mess, like a very kick up mess, like macam uli tepung tak cukup air kan. Oh, macam tu atam kau. No, tak mau kan. So yeah, I've touched up my face. It looks back to normal, I would say. I will check back in a few hours and tell you guys my overall thought on the foundation. Okay, so I'm back with the last update. I've had this foundation for about 8 hours now, and it's been 4 hours since I last touched it up. So seeing up close, no, seeing it from the distance, you could already tell that my face is drenched with oil. It's not that bad, but it's oily. It's oily. The foundation has started to kick up around my mouth, the side of my face, everywhere. But I do think that it comes with the territory of being a very full coverage foundation. As I keep on telling you guys, I have a very oily skin. It's hard to maintain. So since this foundation claims to be an all-nighter foundation, not on my skin, you're not. So usually the oil on my face will make the foundation break, and it's kind of repel from the skin. You know, like you have to buff it in again with a brush or a beauty blender or sponge. So my final thought, I love the packaging of this foundation for sure. Come on, pump. Come on, decorative bottle. I love that you can see how much product you have left. Oh, the coverage. Mama likes it. Mama likes it. Really great job in covering up my acne scars. I love how it blends out. I love the finish, the matte but not overly matte finish. I love how it feels on the skin, flawless finish that it gives. I think it is suitable for all skin type, normal, dry, combo, oily. For me, for my skin type personally, when I start to get oily, I could feel that the foundation weighing down my face. You know, it feels heavy, but as soon as I touch up, it feels fine. It feels completely like I've just applied it. Will I ever purchase this again? Maybe. But then again, I'm a foundation junkie. I love trying out new foundation. So, you know, I keep on trying new foundation. So, if I did purchase this again, that means that I haven't found a good foundation that could replace this. You know, I really appreciate the coverage of this and the finish of this. What I don't appreciate is that it cannot keep my face matte as long as I hope it to be. But out of all high coverage foundation with matte finish that I've tried, this has definitely taken a spot on the top shelf of my favorite foundation. So yeah, I did go out for a while today, but it wasn't so humid and hot as it usually is in Malaysia, our country. That is why I think the foundation could last long on my skin. So if I were to wear this out to kenduri, let's say outdoor kenduri, pasal ni bagaimana? Ada mentara, main tak lok. Hangat. I think I will get oily faster. So the downside is I have to touch up often lah. I don't think that this is bad for oily skin. I don't think that it is that great for oily skin. If you have oily skin, this can stay on your face if you touch up throughout the day. Sorry, I don't know if this review is anyway helpful. I just hope that you can decide by yourself by seeing the demonstration and how it applied on my face. So I think that's it for today. Oh, okay. Forgot to mention about the primer. The Catrice Prime Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. When you first applied it, yes, of course. Mattifying, long lasting. As for this primer, I don't think it claims. I don't think it does what it claims to do. But it does give a very sticky base on your face. Therefore, the foundation sticks a little bit better and blends a lot smoother and easier. So if you're into that, I will recommend this foundation. Plus, it's only like 16 ringgit, 18, wait, 22, 24. But don't expect it to refine your pore or mattify or make the foundation long lasting. So that's all. That's it. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.